Going all the way back to 2013 or 14, I thought a talking tree and a talking raccoon was going to be the craziest the MCU has ever got. Well, fast forward to today, we got a mercenary slash gift shop worker slash stone cold killer who's being guided on missions by a goddamn flamingo holding the staff in Moon Knight. A show that focuses on trauma and regret in some very engaging ways. It doesn't really give you too many moments with the title character. And you know, you're going to get some of them Tubi special effects. Sirius follows everyday working Breh Stephen Grant, who's a little weird, who finds himself blacking out every single night, into Mark Spector, who's the avatar of an Egyptian god. These two split personas together must unravel their past and stop the rise of an ancient Egyptian god, Amit, being the first Marvel Disney Plus show that doesn't have an actual movie character in it. Allow for everybody working on it to have an open canvas as they approach this show, right? And with Steven not having this crazy life, it allowed for us to kind of be creeped out and scared for the character in moments when he was scared too, because we're not dealing with all of this multiverse craziness in Moon Knight.
Look at me. This is real. I'm real.
No, it's not real.
Yes.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
The decision by Kevin Feige to not have this show set in New York was so tremendous, right? Pieces of it is set in London, other pieces are set in Egypt, and I gotta say, it feels like there's something in the water. It feels like an adrenaline shot when you see something you're not used to seeing on the screen as far as location goes. Because right now, New York City is a fucking battleground in the MCU. They need to put red tape around that motherfucker. The details in some characters are tremendous in this show, right? Oscar Isaac really had a daunting task. You gotta play 2.5 characters while also making each individual one feel different from the other one. There were things done even in the costume department that went into nice details, right? Mark Spector is confident and he's demanding. Stephen Grant is a lot more quiet. Don't hurt me, I'm scared. He has this glazed over look. Ethan Hawke as Arthur Harrow absolutely nailed this, bruh. And it's kind of hard to almost call him a complete villain because he would use the scales to judge people based upon their past actions or their future actions. If you got evil or bad in any part of your body, you're dying on spot.
I've been good my entire life.
I believe you. But the scales see everything. Perhaps it's something that lies ahead.
And Ethan Hawke really gave that shit a grounded performance, bruh. Definitely one of my most favorite MCU villains. A few Marvel Disney Plus shows fall into this repeated pattern of long stretches without action. And Moon Knight does the same goddamn thing. Episode 1, we get that great moment of Steven surrendering to Mark. Take control. Well, the camera cuts away and we hear sound effects. The fuck is this? 1985? Man, you better show the goddamn action. I want to know what this Moon Knight introduction scene could be like. I want that epicness. Episode 4 and 5, we're spending so much backstory with these two characters that there's no MK action for 2 episodes. I believe he had less than 15 minutes of total screen time across 6 episodes. Damn. That's tough. You can't use the Wells to origin story as an excuse. You really can't do that because this is not an origin story for Mark Spector. He's been doing his MK thing for years. So when it comes to the action, I want to see more than just the crescent darts or the crescent blade, whatever you want to call it. I want to see more than that. I want to see his arsenal as a hero. Let's go to some flashbacks of what it was like for Mark in his early days of vengeance. I want some Robert Pattinson shit. Hell, the Batman had more action in this. And that was a goddamn true crime detective movie. Shit.
Where'd you go?
I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
The CGI. Man. I don't like focusing on the VFX, but when you gotta pause it several times because you're in disbelief, you got issues. You got big issues. The green screen is blurry around Oscar Isaac's head a lot in the first episode. There are moments later on in the season where the background looks pasted in, almost like they're standing in front of a video board. Big yikes. And these moments are lasting for an extended period of time. I'm like, hold on, wait. Bad special effects again. Where's Rami Rain at? This has to be a porn parody. There's no way. And even towards the final episode, which is the most important episode besides the first one, when Ahmet put his hand on Arthur's head, I thought Ahmet was trying to get that motherfucker brain surgery. I'm like, yikes. The head, the hair, the face, the hand, everything in some of these CGI moments are laughably bad. We talked earlier about them not having it set in New York, but oh my God, does Egypt feel alive in this? They do so many cool things, right? With location on boats and music and these long shots of people at the market and the Egyptian pyramids, that it's just something beautiful to behold. Everybody is praising some weird stuff when it comes to Moon Knight, such as Layla becoming the Scarlet Scarab, which is a remixed comic book character. And I have no problem with the messaging of an Egyptian superhero. That was a cool moment. The MCU is literally a world, so more people should be heroes. But with that being said, didn't that moment to y'all feel kind of tacked on? I was like, it just doesn't feel like she really earned a superhero persona for a god to take control of her body as an avatar at any point in this season. They really tried to set her up as this, aren't you rooting for her? And I'm like, at times, she was kind of a bitch. I gotta keep this shit a buck. It didn't feel like she really earned it. And people are also praising, to end the review, the fact that this isn't connected to other MCU properties. And I gotta voice my displeasure with that. The only thing I saw was the GRC logo from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. To me personally, seeing how this puzzle piece fits with all the other puzzle pieces is what makes the MCU interesting. More connectivity to the world would have been cool. You can do that via the Thanos snap, via the blink, via talking about aliens and New York. There's different things you can do, but they didn't do that. That felt very, I didn't like that shit. So, Moon Knight, what does it get? What does it deserve? Moon Knight gets a mother freaking C-. Overall, man, it does a great job with the Stephen Grant and Mark Spector relationship. Towards the end of the season, you actually feel that real, genuine connection because of what they've been through. But there are too many other pieces with the CGI, lack connection to the rest of the MCU, to make you feel some sort of way. Make you feel nasty. My camera getting ready to die. Goodbye.